Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Upper Gym at ActonTV Regional High School, where tonight the ActonTV girls basketball team will face off against Waltham. The girls enter at 1-2 and are seeking their second win tonight. Stay tuned for more basketball action. Okay, welcome back. And it looks like for the Colonials today, Kate Maylander will be taking the tip. And for the Waltham Hawks, it will be Lauren Sampson, the senior captain. The Hawks win the tip. It'll be number 2, Lulu Ohm with the ball. She dishes it to the guard on the far side. 14 at the top of the key. Shot fake, kicks it over to 24. Puts up the 3, off the back of the iron, and it's Rachel Konicki with the rebound. She pushes it up the court to Alex Poplik, who drives in, can't hit the layup, but Abigail Strayer gets the rebound. Maylander with the dish down below. The Strayer goes up and is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good start for the Colonials, pushing it in transition. She misses the first. She nails the second. That gives the Colonials a 1-0 lead. And they'll apply some full court pressure. Let's see how the Hawks handle this. They get it up across midcourt, but that was number 14, Julia Scafidi, in her line, hit the midcourt line, her foot hit the midcourt line, and that would be a backcourt violation. Great pressure from the Colonials early to force a turnover. Alex Poplik dishes it to Konicki on the far side. Nice bounce pass to the post, and that layup is no good. Fight for the rebound, that's number 15, Lauren Sampson, getting the ball. She'll bring it up the court. 3 on the far side, rattles around the rim, it's no good. And a 50-50 rebound gets pulled down to the Hawks, who will take another 3. And the bank is open for number 24, Sheridan Blaha. The Colonials again pushing it up the court. Konicki swings it out. Dangerous pass in the paint, but it's corralled in by Strayer, who gives the Colonials a 3-2 lead with 6:45 left in the first quarter. More pressure from the Colonials. Coach Rule obviously wants them aggressive on the defensive end. That 3 is short and it ricochets off the rim, out of bounds, Colonials ball on the sideline. Strayer inbounds it, and it looks like the Hawks will apply some pressure of their own. Poplik, double team, flips it to Konicki, and then will break the press. Strayer dishes it to Konicki in the far corner, and she shuffled her feet. That'll be a travel. Turnover by the Colonials. Hawks regain possession. 3-2 AB lead. As I said before, the Colonials are 1-2 with their lone win of the season coming against Weston. And they'll try to snap out of a losing streak tonight and get back to 500. The Hawks moving it around on the outside. So far, they've settled for a lot of shots from 3. But there's some penetration, and the dish out. 24 was open, but she couldn't get the bank that time. Offensive rebound and putback is good. Hawks lead 4-2. That was captain Lauren Sampson putting it up and in for the Lady Hawks. Poplik with the ball, dishes it down in the paint. Maylander up strong, but that one's blocked. 15, Lauren Sampson pushes it down, the spin move. Too strong on the glass, but they fight for the board. And that's number 24, Sheridan Blaha, getting the offensive rebound and putting it up again. Colonials can't have that happen tonight. The first free throw is good. About 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And that'll be senior Molly Harrer checking in for Abigail Strayer. Colonials have an all-senior lineup out on the court right now. And she sinks both of them. Looks like both teams have planned some full court pressure over today as Poplik dishes it to Konicki. And they break the press again. Here's Harrer with her first touch of the night. Flips it over to Haverstock, but that one's out of bounds. Another unforced error by the Colonials. Gives the ball back to the Hawks. And the double team is broken. And they'll push the ball across midcourt. Dump down to Sampson. Another three by the Hawks. That one's no good, short, airballed. Maylander the strong rebound. Pushes it up to Poplik, who drives right in transition. Goes up for the layup. Ricochets off the glass, but a nice rebound by Lily Haverstock. She puts it up and in, and the Colonials regain the lead. Hawks swinging over in the far corner. Shot fake, hesitates, puts it up. That one's short again. Maylander fights for the rebound. I think it was last touch by her. It was, and the Hawks will get the ball in the baseline. Sheridan Blaha inbounds it. Swings it out to 15. The three's up and good, or no good, excuse me. And we have an offensive foul going up for that rebound on the Hawks. Colonials swing the ball back and forth, trying to break the press. That's the way to beat the press, right up the middle. It's a nice pass to Maylander, but the layup from Kornicki is no good. Another three. The Hawks have put up lots of those tonight. Not sure if that's what the game plan is, but I don't believe they've hit one of them yet, as most of their success scoring has come from inside in the paint. And now number 12, Emily Dennison, will check in for the Colonials, and Lily Haverstock will head to the bench. They break the press up the middle again, successfully. Dennison drives with the left hand, has it knocked away. Maylander drives in, can't hit it, but Dennison's strong in the rebound. Gets her own rebound. Drives in, puts up the 8-footer, it's no good. Lauren Sampson uses her height to grab that rebound. And a nice drive by number 2, Lulu Ohm, for the Hawks. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That was the second foul on Alex Poplik. She has her third free throw of the night. She's 3 for 3 from the line. And Strayer will replace Molly Harry. She sinks them again. She's been deadly from the free throw line tonight. More pressure. They pass it up to Maylander in the middle, and that seems to be the strategy for AB as they try to break the press. Kornicki crosses over, picks up her dribble, loses the handle of the ball. Last touch by the Hawks. And now number 14, Emma Poplik, will check in for her older sister. Kornicki at the top of the key. Flips it over to Strayer. Maylander takes it down in the paint, takes it strong to the hole. I thought she got fouled there personally. That was a great take. It's a nice hustle play by Emily Dennison to get it back. Maylander loses it again. A lot of contact, but nothing called. But luckily for the Colonials, they'll maintain the possession. They call out the play. Strayer with the ball underneath the basket. Flip it to Dennison. She can't get it in. And after that miss, the Hawks will get the ball again. 3:29 left in the first quarter. Colonials currently trailing 5-9. More pressure from the Colonials. And a great steal right there. And it's immediately turned over again. Rachel Kornicki got her hands on the ball, but they couldn't finish at the hoop. And the floater there is good by Sheridan Blaha. She's been very effective on the offensive floor. offensive end of the floor tonight. Kate Mainlander with the free throw jumper, swishes it. Colonials trail 7-11 early in this one. And the press has been working for the Colonials here tonight. Mainlander got her hands on that one. Now she'll get the baseline jumper, nails it. She has 4 points in the last 2 possessions, and that will cause a Waltham timeout. Great run by the Colonials. They trail 9-11. And we return to more Colonials action after a nice run was put on, and Kate Mainlander scored 2 jumpers back-to-back to give the Colonials a nice 4-0 run. Most of that offense was triggered by some great defense as they trap more on the baseline. The press has been used by both teams tonight, and effectively by both. Colonials have tried to break that press by using Mainlander's height in the middle. And she was on the ground, and she traveled. That was number 14 for the Hawks, Julie Scafidi. And Emma Poplick gives it to Strayer. Back to Poplick in the near corner of this Haverstock. Gives it to Mainlander. Muscles her way in, can't score. Dennison with the rebound. Gets it again and puts it back up and in. Dennison's been great on the offensive glass tonight, and the game has been tied up 11-11. And the press is giving Waltham nightmares right now as they turned it over when one of their players stepped on the far sideline. Colonials on a 6-0 run due to their awesome defense in the press. Haverstock on the outside. They're swinging around. Poplick floats one in. That's a dangerous pass, and it's picked off by Sampson. Another 3. That one's long and off the glass. I'm not sure if Waltham usually takes this many 3s, but they haven't been falling down tonight. Dennison, the little jumper, knocks it down. And the Colonials are on a tear, up 13-11. With a little over a minute left in this first quarter. Sampson, nice pass to Scafidi, but it's no good. Great defense by the Colonials, again, as they'll regain possession. And Poplick will return to the bench for Kornicki. Strayer throws up a pass. That one's really tough to catch, especially on the sideline. And there'll be another turnover for AB. So far, I'd say that the pressing by both teams has been the story of the first quarter, and capitalizing on those turnovers and mistakes has led to a pretty close game. But whoever makes less mistakes down the stretch will probably end up winning this game. And a nice move by Sheridan Blaha. She was being heavily guarded, but she turned around and realized no one was between her and the basket, put up the 10-footer, and knocked it down. And Dennison can't hit that jumper. And a nice rebound by Haverstock. Ball movement around. Another rebound by Haverstock. Turns around. Can't put it up and in, but the Colonials are going wild on the offensive glass. And Mainlander puts that one back up and in. Press is broken by Blaha. She drives. Takes a little floater and knocks it down. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Kornicki gives it to Mainlander in the middle. Flips it over to Haverstock. We'll take the long two-pointer. That one's short. But Dennison on the boards again. Colonials are dominating with a size advantage down below. Dennison can't hit. And that ball heads out of bounds, last touch by the Colonials. Score is tied up 15-15. With a little bit over 24 seconds left in this first quarter of Colonial action. And that drive will be no good, but Blaha gets her own rebound. Tries to lay in with the finger roll, that's no good. The Colonials have the ball with just under 10 seconds left. Looks like they'll get the final shot. 4 seconds left. They'll have to put it up. Herod driving. And 0.3 of a second left. The foul is called on Waltham. And they're going to have to just try to tip one up and in because there's not enough time in 0.3 seconds to get a hold of the ball and shoot it. And that will be the end of the first quarter. We have a close one. We're tied up 15-15. And at the beginning of the second quarter, we're all squared at 15. Poplik swings it over to Kornicki. Poplik with it again. Bounce pass in the middle. That's dangerous. Picked off by Sampson. And the Hawks will set up the offense. Down to Sampson in the post. And she immediately scores. Sampson has a large height advantage out on the court. They didn't really utilize that in the first quarter. A nice pass down to Dennison, but she shuffled the feet, and that'll be a turnover for the Colonials. And AB will press again in hopes of repeating some of the success they had in the first quarter. Maylander already tipped a pass out of bounds. Bounce pass in, that's a dangerous pass. Kornicki dives to the floor, and we have a jump ball. Great hustle by the Colonials. Waltham retains possession. But the Colonials are being very gritty on the defensive end today. And Strayer will check in for Dennison. That pass wasn't intended for Sampson, but she got it. And made a nice pass, assisting to Sheridan Blaha. She hits the layup. Colonials trail by 4, 19-15, with a little over 7 minutes left in the quarter. That pass was airmailed over the head of Strayer, and that'll be another turnover for the Colonials. They've had some issues with throwing some long passes today that have skipped out of bounds. Hawks get it in a tough spot, but they get it in bounds. They're bringing it across midcourt. And here's Blaha. She's had success driving to the hoop, and she'll do it again. She was fouled by Kornicki on that drive. That foul was on the floor, so the Hawks will get it underneath the basket. They're swinging around the key. Shot fake, drives into the paint, kicks it back out, a three. That one's no good. Hawks haven't hit one today, but they get their own rebound. And they'll reset the offense. Shot fake, Sampson picks up her dribble, bounce passes it back, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Unsure of what to do, she flips it around. A little bit of motion in the offense, pull-up jumper, off the back of the rim, no good. Haverstock, a nice box out, and gets the rebound. Now Alex Poplik dribbles it around, flips it over to Strayer. Double team, but she makes a nice move to get out of it. Crosses over, flips it over to Maylander. Can't hit the 12-footer. And Haverstock, active on the boards again. Pulls down a rebound and puts it up and in. Colonials trail 17-19. A long inbounds pass. They flip it down to Sampson again. Turns around. Can't hit the fadeaway. Maylander with another board. Kornicki driving into the paint. Goes up strong. Is fouled and will go to the line for two. Almost an and one. If she hits both, the Colonials will have tied this game up. And Sarah O'Sullivan will check into the game for the first time tonight, and she'll replace Lily Haverstock. She's been great on the offensive glass. She hits the second one. Colonials trail by 1. Running the baseline. Hawks find it. Break the press fairly easily that time. Step back, 3. That one is knocked down by Sampson. And the Hawks' cold spell from 3 will be ended there on what arguably might be their toughest 3. Maylander drives strong to the hoop, gets an open look but can't finish. Sampson pushes it up the floor for the Hawks. Number 2, Lulu Ohm with the ball. A lot of shot fakes. She'll try again. She can't hit 2 in a row. Great box out there. And number 3 for the Colonials, Rachel Kernicki. And they'll get the ball again. The Hawks will make some substitutions. Find Maylander up the middle. It's a tough pass to make. It skips off Sarah O'Sullivan's hand. And with that, Coach Andy Houle will call a timeout. The Colonials trail 18-22. Following that timeout, the Colonials will try to clean up some of the passes that have been a little bit sloppy on the offensive end. But nonetheless, this is a close game because of the great defense they've been playing. They called a carry on Poplick there. I didn't see it, but maybe the official had another angle on it. And Haverstock will check back into the game for Strayer. 5 minutes left in the first half. Nice double team by the Colonials, but it's broken as Sampson spins with the ball, goes through the legs. She has great ball handling for someone so large on the court. And she'll pull it deep from 3. That one's no good. Kernicki breaks the pressure, gives it to Poplick, who pulls up off the glass, no good. Another offensive board by Maylander, and Haverstock's jumper won't fall. Wide open 3 off the back of the iron. That one's no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. Wow, and that pass was taken away by Lulu Ohm. Great anticipation there. And the foul on Maylander will give the Hawks the ball underneath the hoop. And Emily Dennison will check back into the game for Sarah O'Sullivan. A couple of nice moves by Sampson, but she can't hit it. Poplick up the court. Tough bounce pass to Haverstock. Ricochets off a couple of knees, goes out of bounds. Fortunately for the Colonials, they retain possession. Dennison with the ball. Down to Maylander on the post. Turns around, but the length of Sampson is just too much there. Sampson speeds up the court. Changes direction, flips it out. Another 3 by the Hawks. They've only hit 1 tonight. Ball on the ground. Bodies are flying everywhere. But Kernicki gets it. Drives down the court. strong take, and she's fouled. Great decision by Kornicki to go up. And she'll shoot 2 again. First one's no good. And Abigail Strayer will check into the game and give Kate Maylander a breather. And she hits the second one. Colonials trail by 3, 22-19. A little under 4 minutes left in this first half. Nice aggressive pressure there by the Colonials, tipped out of bounds. Waltham still has it. And the Lady Hawks break the pressure. Going straight down the lane and banking it in is number 2, Lulu Ohm. And another pass by the Colonials that may have been a little bit rushed against the press. They trail by 5. Sampson with the ball, turns around, shot fake, goes up with it, but she traveled. The Colonials break the pressure. There's Strayer driving up, can't hit it. Haverstock the board, and she puts it back again. It's been phenomenal on the offensive glass tonight, and great putting it back in as well. And another scrappy play by the Colonials. And Kornicki with a strong take, but they can't cash in there. Colonials have cranked up the energy in the last few possessions, and that one's tipped by Dennison. Hawks are having trouble just getting it in bounds. And Maylander will check back in for Haverstock. Strayer got her hands on the ball. Disrupted the press a little bit, but it looks like the Hawks will break it. She traveled for certain there. Great defense by the Colonials. They trail 21-24. Kornicki picks up a dribble. A little bit of a dangerous spot, but she gets out of it. Nice pass by Poplik. But Strayer turns it over there. And a nice pass by Kenzie DeMio, but it can't be corralled in by Sampson, and the Colonials will get the ball back. Poplik with the ball, breaks the press by herself, swings it back to Kornicki, crosses over. Charges in, puts up the shot. Looked like there was some contact, but the refs don't call anything. So with 2 minutes left in the first half, Colonials trail by 3 in a tightly contested game. Sampson turns again, goes up strong, rolls around the rim, can't go in. Poplik muscles her way through the press. Maylander gets it, spins around, puts it up off the side of the rim. It's a nice move there, but the shot just wouldn't go down. Nice defense by Kornicki. Very tough shot by number 24, Sheridan Blaha, forced by some great Colonials defense. Strayer takes the 3 in the far corner, off the side of the rim, almost just short. And the Hawks, in fast break, cannot convert. So Poplik gets another chance, flips it over to Kornicki. Back to Poplik. Under a minute left in the second quarter. Strayer to Kornicki. Kornicki's jumper is up. Slightly off. Sampson down in the post. Tough matchup, but nice aggressive defense by Maylander. And they'll get the board again. 30 seconds left in this opening half of close, exciting basketball. Nice shot there by Kornicki, but it would not go down. And now a 2-on-1 break. Pull-up jumper's no good. Great job by Maylander tipping it and not getting it over the back call. 10 seconds left. It appears the Colonials might want to hold for the final shot. Public down to Maylander. Can't pass up a good look like that. 3 seconds now. 2 seconds. The prayer is heaved up and no good. And after the first half of Colonials action, they trail 24-21. And we return to the second half of Colonials action. They trail 24-21. Some of the takeaways from the first half I noticed is that AB needs to cut down on some of the sloppy passes. Waltham's been making some great defensive plays. And one of the positives from the first half for the Colonials is that they've been great on the defensive end and on the offensive glass, especially on the defensive end with the press. And in trying to get that rebound, Kate Maylander stepped on the baseline, and it's a turnover for AB. Waltham breaks that press with relative ease. A three in the far corner is way short. Maylander with the rebound. And Kornicki will bring it up. Unchallenged to the hoop until she is fouled. Kornicki has had many strong takes to the hoop tonight. And she'll return to the free throw line to try to cut into this Colonials deficit. First free throw is no good. Second one bounces on the rim, but it goes down. Colonials trail by 2. Pressing in the corner. That one's AB ball out of bounds. Great double team by Dennison and Poplick there to force the turnover. They inbound it to Maylander. Now it's Kornicki with the ball. Dennison catches it in the paint. She walked there. She's trying to get up the shot. I'm not quite sure what they called, but it looked like they called something on Emily Dennison there, which really surprises me for reaching over the line potentially. I didn't see it, but they called her for something that the AB fans weren't happy about. Haverstock with a strong board on the defensive end. Poplick drives down into the near corner, brings it out to the top of the key. Kornicki with the ball, gives it to Poplick, swings it over to Maylander. The baseline jumper is far, but Haverstock ends up with another board and ends up losing it, but she's compiling lots of rebounds tonight. And Strayer will give Kornicki a break as she checks into the game. And the Hawks float one inbounds. There's Sampson. And that one's picked up by Dennison. Nice defense. Dennison in transition, loses the handle of it. Looks like it went off her foot, and it did. Hawks bringing in on the near corner, and it looks like they called Strayer for a push there. It's number 20, Brea LaForest. Was almost pushed out of bounds. Nice defense by Poplik. 2-on-1 break for the Colonials. Nice bounce pass to Strayer. Goes up strong and one. A great fast break by Poplik and Strayer. And she'll look to complete the three-point play at the free throw line. And she swishes it. Colonials with their first lead in a while, 25-24. And a jumper there is no good, but it looked like in the fight for the rebound that Haverstock tipped it out of bounds. 24, Sheridan Blaha will bring it in bounds. Sampson in the far corner. That one's no good. They've only hit 1 3 tonight, and it was a difficult step-back one by Sampson. And Poplik drives down into the lane. Can't get it to go in, loses it out of bounds. 5:48 left in the third quarter. The swinging in bounds. Sampson puts up the jumper and nails it. That's a long two for the Lady Hawks. They regain the lead, 26-25 in this back-and-forth contest. Dennison with the shot fake. Swings it back out to Strayer. Over to Poplik for three. And she was knocked down on the follow-through. Careless foul by the Hawks. And a great break for the Colonials, who will now get 3 free throw attempts. The first one is no good. She nails the second one to tie the game up at 26 apiece. And Sarah O'Sullivan will come back into the game. And Waltham will call a timeout. We're all square in AB, 26-26. And as we return to the action, Poplik will head to the line to shoot her third of 3 free throws to try to give the Colonials a 1-point advantage. It's no good. And Haverstock loses the fight for that rebound. The Hawks push it up the court. And that layup is no good. And Haverstock does get the rebound this time, and she will be fouled by number 3, Kenzie DeMeo of Waltham. And a closely contested play there. Good break for the Colonials, that one was called a foul on Lulu Ohm. She's picked that pass off a couple times today. But instead she was called for a reach and foul. Maylander brings the ball across midcourt, swings it over to Poplik, down to Haverstock at the elbow. Haverstock back out to Poplik. She swings it over, got knocked to the ground, and trying to fight for the ball. Maylander commits a foul on Kenzie DeMeo. That's Maylander's second foul of the game. The ball was tipped by Poplik. but the Lady Hawks regain. And driving to the hoop, and one. Knocked down by Sheridan Blaha. She's been strong driving to the left hand of the basket tonight. And the Hawks lead by 2 and will look to make it 3 with this upcoming free throw. Dennison checks back into the game for Haverstock. She knocks it down. I believe she's still perfect from the free throw line tonight. Nice ball movement by the Colonials. Strayer drives in. Puts up the layup. That was a tough one. No good. Great hustle by Maylander. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Hawks. Long inbounds pass. Received by the Hawks. Lulu Ohm drives in, swings it around. And Blaha couldn't corral it down below the hoop. And it bounces out of bounds. AB ball. Kernicki with the ball, double teamed. But she makes a nice ball fake and streaks up the sideline. And a fortunate bounce for the Colonials, but Haverstock couldn't hang on to it. They need to be more careful as they drive up in transition. And a timeout will be called by AB. They trail 29-26. And we're back with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. The Hawks have taken a 3-point lead from Sheridan Blaha's and one. And now Brie LaForest will give the Hawks a 5-point lead as she knocks down that layup. Nice ball movement by the Colonials. Koplik on the near sideline. Bounces it into Kernicki. Kernicki kicks it out to Haverstock, but jumper's up, no good. Dennison, nice rebound, squares up to the hoop, puts it up, fouled, she'll shoot 2. First is off the side of the rim. The second is good. Colonials trail by 4. Here's Sampson, drives in, blocking foul called. Looks like Haverstock was shifting her feet when the contact was initiated. And that will result in 2 free throws for Lauren Sampson. That extends the Hawks' lead to 5 points, 32-27. Second one's off the front of the rim. Maylander pulls in the rebound. She races up the court. Driving to the hoop. Great move. A little bit of a Euro step there. That gets the crowd excited. Pull-up jumper. That's no good. Maylander with the board on the other end. It's only a 3-point deficit, and the team looks energized at the last few sequences. Dennison with the ball inside, puts it up, and it's good. A quick 4-0 burst by the Colonials to get themselves back in within 1 possession of the lead. Ball fake, spinning. That one's no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it off the side of the glass. Her length has been a problem for the Colonials tonight. Kernicki trying to avoid the double team. Flips it over to Poplik. Maylander gets it up the middle. Flips it to Dennison. Dennison pulls it up. Maylander spinning, trying to score, no good. And another timeout is called. This one's heating up, 34-31. Waltham with the lead. Waltham inbounds the ball. So they look to extend a 3-point lead. Move it around on the outside. Blaha spins in, puts it up. Good defense by Poplik. Last touch by the senior. And the Hawks will get it on the baseline. 3 seconds in the shot clock. Pulls up and knocks down the jumper. That's a big shot for number 2, Lulu Ohm. Not quite sure who that pass was to, but Sampson picks it off. She calls for the ball, gets it, goes down. She walked before the contact. The Colonials will get it back as they trail by 5. Kernicki with the ball near the far sideline. Gives it to Poplik. Poplik back to Kernicki. Maylander down low. Battling. Puts it up and in. She's fouled by Gina DeVito. She makes the first. And she makes them both. Again, it's a one-possession game. AB trails by 3, 36-33, with a minute left in the third quarter. Sampson in the paint, hits up her dribble. 3 is put up, in and out. Haverstock with the board. Strayer down below, nice pass to Haverstock. That one rattles in. The deficit is just 1. 36-35 with 30 seconds left in the quarter. 19 left in the shot clock. Lulu Ohm with the ball. Now gives it to Lauren Sampson. 6 in the shot clock. Blaha drives. She'll be fouled. That foul was on the floor, which means the shot clock will turn off. And if the Hawks choose, they can hold it for the remaining time and take one last shot. But they won't. That one looks like it was last touched to me by the Hawks. Well, they said that Haverstock got a hand on it. So now 13 seconds, they'll get the ball again underneath the hoop. And with 10 seconds left in the third quarter, the Hawks will take a timeout. They lead by 1. And with a shade under 12 seconds left in the third quarter, the Hawks will come out of this timeout and try to extend their lead to more than 1 point. They've been sloppy getting it in on the last few attempts. Sampson with the ball, catches it cleanly, flips it out, wide open 3. That one's no good. 5 seconds left. Colonials just let the ball drop out of bounds. 4 seconds left, and they'll look to get one more shot up and try to regain the lead before the end of the third. Poplik with the ball, Kernicki with it, flips it up. Off the back of the iron. That one was close. But the Colonials trail 36-35 to end the third. It's a 1-point game. And the Colonials inbound the ball with 8 minutes left in the game. Poplik kicks it over to Strayer. She drives in, puts up the floater, gets knocked down, nothing called. Sampson with the ball again. She'll take another 3. That one's no good. Poplik gives it to Kernicki. Cross midcourt. Strayer gets it in the corner. And the Hawks are playing a zone to begin the final 8 minutes of play. Kernicki drives in, puts it up. That one's no good. Maylander gets a hand on it. Haverstock puts up the shot. That one is no good. And now here's Blaha with it in the near corner. And they move the ball around. And now here's Sampson with it, spinning down below. She puts it in. They lead 38-35. Kernicki bounces in. That's a dangerous pass. It's picked off by Bree LaForest. She's knocked down by Maylander. Those errant passes have been one of the major problems in this game for the Colonials. But if they can find a way to overcome this 3-point deficit in the final 6 minutes and 35 seconds, that would be incredible. We'll see what they can do. Sampson with it again. Goes back to her go-to spin move. Molly Hare gets the rebound and gives it to Kernicki. Over to Hare again. Back to Kernicki. Kernicki to Dennison on the free throw line. Turns around, fires and hits. Again, it is a 1-point game with 6 minutes left in the contest. Sampson with it, crossing over. Let's see if she goes to that spin move. Looked like she wanted to, but then she kicked it out. Shot fake, pull-up jumper. Ohm knocks it down. She's been the best shooter for the Hawks tonight. And again, the lead is up to 3. Popwick gives it to Harrer. Harrer's pass is picked off. Great hustle by Maylander to keep it alive. And Kernicki goes up. She's fouled. And she will return to shoot more free throws. Every one of these matters in a close game like this. She can't knock down the first one. But she does hit the second one. And they are now down by just 2. Step back 3 by Sampson. And the 2 she's knocked down tonight have both been step backs. A timeout is called by the Colonials. They trail by 5. Colonials look to break the press here and try to rebound after another step back 3 was nailed by Sampson. Scoring would be very helpful here. Kernicki steps in, can't hit it. Sampson saves it. Driving, kick it out. Sampson puts up another 3. Luckily for the Colonials, that doesn't go in. Dennison with the board. Gives it to Popwick. Now here's Kernicki with it. Decides not to shoot it. Popwick drives in. Haverstock shoots it. Last touch by AB. And here comes another critical defensive possession for the Colonials as they try to keep this deficit to a minimum. And another wide open 3. That shot won't go down. Strayer with a head of steam up the court. That was a tough drive, and hopefully she's okay. She took that one tough to the basket. Aggressive play by Strayer, putting her body on the line there. Hopefully she's able to recover and focus on these free throws. First one's no good. She knocks down the second one. And Molly Harrer will take Strayer's place in the game. She did a great job toughing that one out and making the free throw. Nearly stolen by Kernicki there. Oh, almost a travel there. Sampson's three attempt off the mark. Colonials trail by 4. Big possession here. Maylander drives in. Used that same move earlier. Can't finish again. And Dennison goes and takes a knee at the scorer's table. And she'll look to check in soon. Sampson spins, kicks it out. Another shot. That one bounces off the rim. Fortunately for AB, it doesn't go in. Harrer hustles for the ball. And she stepped on the line. Dennison into the game. And Harrer and Maylander will come to the sideline. Another three. That one's off the mark. But Sampson fights for another rebound. Great play by Kernicki to grab the ball away, though. AB pushes it back up the court, trailing by 4. Averstock launches up a long one. That one's no good. Dennison tracks down the board. Great hustle. But the pass is over her head. And now Blaha brings it up the court. And she hits the layup. AB now trails by 6 with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. And the Colonials will need a surge in the last 3 minutes of the game. And that right there helps as Poplik is fouled. And Briella Forrest will come out of the game, as will Emily Dennison for the Colonials. First one is no good. She knocks down the second one. 45-40. AB trails. And a nice play by Maylander. Ball in the air. Kernicki gets it. Flings it out to Poplik. Poplik puts it up and one! Fantastic sequence for the Colonials, as now they trail by 3. And if she knocks down this free throw, that would give them 4 points in the last 12 seconds. And 4 points in 12 seconds would be fantastic for AB. And now the Colonials trail by just 2 with a long 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. Waltham brings it up, flips it up, dangerous pass. Oh, Averstock wasn't looking. And they go to the basket, and a charge is called. Strayer took a charge, and she's still on the floor. She's played such a tough game. Hopefully she's okay. And And the Colonials will try to regroup after Strayer had to be helped off the court. She played such a tough game tonight, driving in to the lane many times and taking a critical charge there after she'd already been knocked down once. Great effort and great play by her, and hopefully she's all right. But for now, the Colonials will try to look to pull out a win here, as they trail by just 2, with a little bit over 2 minutes left in the game. They bounce it into the paint. Luckily, they're able to recover, and Maylander walked. "25 seconds on the shot clock. The Hawks with it. Critical possession here for both teams. Sampson thought about a 3. Pulls up. And that 3 rattles around, won't go down. And now AB pushes it up the court. Colonial swinging it around, trying to tie or take the lead. Haverstock gives it to Poplick. Kornicki for 3, no good. Rebound is brought down by Sampson. 1:14 left. We have a 1-possession game on our hands here at the Upper Gym in Acton-Boxborough Regional High School. Six on the shot clock. Huge possession. Pull-up jumper. Air ball and it's long. Colonials with the ball. Timeout called by the Colonials with 50 seconds left in the game. They trail 43-45. The Colonials look to break the press. They avoid a mistake there. Flip it over to Haverstock. Back to Poplick. As they look to set up the offense, Maylander passes up on a look on the outside. Gives it to Kornicki. 30 seconds left. Poplick drives in, puts it up. Nothing called. And the Hawks on the fast break. Picked off by Maylander. 20 seconds left in the game. AB's down by 2. Maylander drives in, puts it up, knocks it down. Tie game, 15 seconds left to go. Timeout Waltham. They'll have a possession to win it. AB looks to send it to overtime. Yeah, I said AB wants to send it to overtime, so tied. Waltham's going to get one last shot at it. If they don't score, then the game goes to overtime. Yeah, there is. I think it's 5, but I'm not sure. If it's a tie after that, it just keeps on going until someone wins. Back at the Upper Gym, we're tied 45-45 with 14 seconds left in the game. The Colonials look to lock them down on defense. Nearly intercepted by Kornicki. 10 seconds left in the game. Hawks look to win it. 7 seconds now. Maylander denies the pass down below. Sampson has it. But she stepped out of bounds. Colonials with 3 seconds left to try to put up some sort of shot and win the game. Fantastic defense. 3.3 seconds to be exact. That's what the Colonials have left. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Kornicki can't get a shot off, and we will go to overtime. 45-45. And to begin overtime, the Lady Hawks win the tip. The Colonials put up a great effort over the last 3 minutes to send this game into OT, and they'll look to continue the momentum that they've built. They flip it down to Sampson. Let's see if she spins again. She backed her in, and she'll be called for another charge. The refs were a little bit more lenient earlier in the game, but as of late, they've called her for 2 critical charges in crunch time. Kernicki with it, trying to break the press again. They've been dealing with this all game, as have the Hawks with the Colonials' pressure. Kernicki with it, thinks about a 3. Now she dumps it down to Haverstock, turns, fires, no good. Kernicki rushes in from the wing to get the rebound. Maylander with it. Down to Dennison. Lowers the shoulder. Goes up strong. Can't get it. Gets her board. Puts it up again. Dennison over and over. Fighting for rebounds. Now it's Haverstock on the ground. And a jump ball will be called. And since the Hawks won the jump ball, Colonials get the possession arrow this time around. Maylander will inbound it under the hoop. Out to Poplick. Into Haverstock at the elbow. Dumps it down. It's Maylander. Shot fake. Drives in baseline. Can't score. Dennison again with another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound for Dennison. She's had 4 alone on this possession. But the Colonials can't capitalize, and the game remains all tied up at 45. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Baja drives to the hoop, hit on the arm. She'll shoot 2. The Colonials don't agree with the call. And she hits the first. The Hawks have done well from the free throw line tonight. And after hitting a pair just then, they lead 47-45. Kernicki with it, fires a jumper, that's short. Maylander fights for the rebound, great save. Shot fake, Poplick with it. She drives in, puts it up, and she's fouled. Nice take by the senior Alex Poplick. And now AB gets 2 free throws of their own. First one's good. And the second one rattles in as well. AB and Waltham exchanging free throws. Tied up, long pass. Someone was near it, it might have been interceptable. 2 minutes left, halfway through this overtime period. Another 3, that doesn't look on the mark. It's not. Poplick scoops it to Maylander, 2-on-1 break. Maylander takes it, shot fake, puts it up, in. Maylander has been fantastic on the fast break. Now they must get back to guard Sampson. He crosses it up, puts up another three. No good. Dennison seems like she has about 1 million rebounds in this overtime period. Gives it to Poplik, who drives in. Great move by Alex Poplik. Goes under the defender's arms, puts it up. Colonials lead by 4. What a shift in momentum over the last 4 minutes of play. And that pass was close too. Waltham now needing a run of their own. 3 in the corner, steps into a 2. Short, rebound up for grabs, Maylander with it. She loses the handle on it, slaps it inbounds, just to keep it alive. But the Hawks got it. Another 3. In and out. Haverstock with the board. And the Colonials should look to eat up some of this game clock. Nearly avoiding the over and back. Poplik with it. And she's fouled. 7th team foul for the Hawks. And the Colonials are shooting 1-1 from the line. My mistake, it's 2. 10 fouls for the Hawks. Poplik has been 3 for 3 from the line in overtime so far. And that's huge when you consider AB only has a 5-point lead. How about 4 for 4 from the line? AB leads by 6. And they look to press, putting pressure and eating up the game clock, which Waltham so desperately needs at this point. Down by 6. 30 seconds left in the game. Here's 1-3. They need it to fall. It doesn't. Sampson gets it and puts it back in. 25 seconds left. Hawks need to foul right away. Poplik is content just holding it there. 20 seconds. And she'll head back to the line and look to ice this game. She's hit all 5 free throws in overtime. And that extends the lead to 5 points. Colonials lead by 6. 18 seconds left in the game. Hawks must score here. And they quickly do, but time is running out. 7 seconds left in the game, and this one is just about over. AB leads by 4. And 1 free throw would put this game completely out of reach, even though it probably already is. And the first is no good. 5 seconds left in the game. If she misses, the Colonials just can't foul. But she knocks it down. And a timeout is called. Colonials lead 56-51 with 5 seconds left in the game. And this game should be just about over as the Colonials lead by 5 with 5 seconds left. Waltham looks to throw it the length of the court. Last shot is up. It's no good. AB with the rebound, and that will close out a great effort by the Colonials. They've won 56-51 in overtime. Down the stretch with great defense, rebounding, and free throw shooting. And they've won the game and improved to 2-2. I'm Daniel Pullman with ActonTV. Thank you for watching this production of Colonials basketball.